Well, hi, Jessamine Duke.
Well, hi, RJ City. It's just me today, not Sam. Sorry.
Oh, there's no Sam?
Well, maybe at the end.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I guess you will do.
Thank you. Thank you. Naughty Nona? Anyone? Naughty Nona?
Oh, my God. You have such a wide... I can't wait till you open in Atlantic City with all your cast of characters.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much fun.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be
The
great.
little character that I did a number of years ago called Naughty Nona. Here we go. All right, go ahead.
I'm starting a server.
Do you want to tell everyone that we are replaying this all over again and why we're
Okay, well, I was
it?
going to pretend like that didn't happen.
No,
but if you're going to talk about it.
I want to be honest with my viewers.
All right, yeah. So this is the second time that we're doing this because the first one was a complete disaster, and it was not anyone's fault.
No, although it was on my end.
It was on your end.
There was some lagging. I didn't know what to make of it.
So this isn't a genuine first playthrough and reaction to the level. The Roadside Picnic is the name of it.
Yeah.
And
I didn't really get to play it at all. Did you invite me?
I'm getting ready to.
Okay. Stay weighing.
Invite friends.
Well.
Invite.
Hey, friend.
Invite you. Got it?
Invite you. I got it, and I have accepted it, and we're connecting to the host.
Wonderful.
And we're loading, and I hope we don't have too bad of a time.
Yeah. So, but whatever.
I was lagging and I was freezing, and it took forever to load. This is going way faster already, by the way.
Yes, I think your computer just needed a little TLC, and that's completely fine.
I had to defrag. I was so fragged up. There was frag everywhere.
It's a real thing.
Oh my
okay.
God, yeah. Just, I was over fragged. Sometimes you build up the frag, you know? Mm-hmm. And you don't realize it. You're going on all these sites. You don't know who owns them, what they're putting on your computer. And lo and behold, they're putting a bunch of frag. So, once you hit a frag, it's you know. So you have to you have to unfrag. And now there's less frag, and it's so much better.
I love how you're trying to talk about fragging for the
remember it used to be cookies. Used to be all about the cookies. Delete the cookies.
Cookies are still a thing.
But really, I think this is a year of the frag.
For you,
everywhere I go. Cookies, I've been able to manage cookies. Sometimes I accept all the cookies. Sometimes I'm very selective with the cookies I let into my life. I set strict boundaries with the cookies. But then this frag thing has really caught me off guard. It's taken the world by storm. And by the world, everything's online now. Everything's digital. There's all these wires. You know?
Yeah,
everyone's on these screens, you know? You're on these screens.
Sometimes, what year are you from? Like, what year do you think it is?
Here
Oh my God. Oh, that jump at the end. I'm ready.
Yeah, it was just fucking with you the whole time. Please don't be fragged. Oh, look at this. It's nice and smooth.
Oh, wow. Good. Hey.
Where are you?
I'm right here in front of you. Nothing, no.
Right. Oh, God. Let's go.
Are you the Massimo? You are not the Massimo. No. You are not the Massimo.
Tell me those two things are
the Massimo
unrelated.
cheese. Roma, the Italian
Poor Massimo. He would just sleep, and then he would be talked at in Italian accents while he slept.
Mm-hmm. And pretended that he was a night watchman.
But Mia doesn't talk to him in those accents, and I can guarantee Keith doesn't.
But she did call him Massimo.
Yeah, well, he is. Remember, I was like, this dog's name is... Oh, we came up with a new name for the dog. She's like, no, absolutely not. And I was like, Massimo. And she's like, it's a good name.
Yeah, she was.
It was pretty unanimous.
Yep.
There's a thing here.
What thing where?
Oh, it's a health, but it's caught between two rocks.
Oh, wait. Look over here. Look over here.
Where? You can't do that to people.
I ran directly in front, to the left. To the left. Hello.
Oh, yes.
Something's over here.
Okay.
And since we're not lagging horribly, and
what's this?
Let's see what it is.
I don't think anything's over here.
Just a crash truck.
I have some news for you. Yeah.
Nothing? No? Can't jump over that?
Nope.
Oh, okay. All right, well. Boo.
Is this okay?
What?
You good? Nothing.
Who? What?
Nothing.
you?
Is this? Are you sure this is the one we did?
Roadside picnic.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Okay. I see it now.
Yeah, I don't know. You didn't even get to play it last time, so I don't know why you think you know what it looks like.
I'm not like recognizing it.
Well, it's because nothing's attacking us yet.
Well, it's because I also didn't do anything in the game.
That's what I'm saying. You saw a slideshow.
You know, back in the day, there's a wrestling company that I'm not going to name, but we both worked for it. They used to. They would have the pay-per-view like before the internet. Talk about how old am I? Before oh, what's this over here?
Where? I'm coming.
This little alcove.
Alcove? Wait,
There's
is
an
this
alcove.
the right level?
I think so. Let's see this alcove here. Are you ready?
I'm in it. Yeah, it's a thing over here. Didn't we?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
But did we?
Oh,
did
no.
you actually get to play this?
No.
You didn't?
I know, but I remember it's being crazy. This
Yes.
is one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Yes. And
in a game.
I hate that it's not a genuine reaction because you were so.
I know, but sorry, sorry to ruin it. Everyone has got a genuine reaction now because this house has sprung legs and it is a haunted robot house.
It's the most insane thing.
So much. And it's shooting rockets. It's a rocket house with robot legs.
Yep.
And some pink flesh.
Yeah,
and you have to kill the house. And it growls at you. It's a roaring house. If the whole game was just this small part, and it falls over. Look at this. Take up. It disappears. That's sad.
Yep, I know.
What a fucking work of art.
I know.
And I do remember, like, this is what I love about Serious Sam. It's inexplicable. If it was me who did this game, I would just be like, I would call it House Wars, and it would just be that. But they do it, and then they keep moving. They don't linger on it.
Yeah.
And I'm not good, as you know, with, like, I'm not good with not lingering. Like, if I find something funny, I will run it into the ground.
Oh, yeah, to death, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, until it has to be exorcised from my system.
This is true.
It is true, and then you move on. But the period where I've locked onto something and it's fresh for me is almost unbearable.
Here we go. This is where you started to fall apart.
Yeah, well, because all the house stuff was laggy, but it was bearable, and I was just enjoying the beauty of it all.
Yeah. So imagine me having this happen and him saying, "I can't see anything."
So back in the day, the wrestling companies, when they would do pay-per-views, since there was nothing online and they wanted you to still buy the replay and stuff, on Mondays, what they would do is show you a montage of still photos from the pay-per-view.
Yes, I'm aware.
And that's how I felt playing this.
Yes. Yes.
I saw
I'm dead.
Very like what you would have seen. Yeah, I'm gonna die a bunch with the
duel. I do not. Oh boy.
I just focus on killing the larger T-Rex robots here.
I'm rounding up all the guys.
Because these exploding fellas will, oh my god. Oy.
The shouting, the yelling.
But it's so, I can't explain to you, like it's the same yell since I played this in high school.
Yes, it is. No, exactly. That's why it's kind of great.
I would come home or be late at night on the weekend, and sometimes I'd even be a little bit of a weedman. And oh my god, he used to blow my mind. You hear that song?
I can relate.
They had great music. It was a whole Egyptian theme.
I remember.
Oh, it was so,
very nostalgic.
And people were probably into like Halo and like early Call of Duty.
I was
I'm like,
too, but I did like Serious Sam.
But I was like, why isn't every single person talking about this game? It's so much fun, and it's not popular enough, unfortunately, to what is this thing?
Oh, this house. Yeah, let's loot this.
I don't think there's anything here.
I didn't know. I think so. Something. No.
It's unfortunately maybe not quite popular enough to warrant a series, a movie, or a TV show. You know.
But I remember the writing being really like great back then too.
I thought the writing was great. I mean, it
was actually funny.
Good opportunity for puns.
The second one is a little unsatisfying. Sometimes they get too funny. Oh Jesus! You almost hit me with the tank.
I think I did hit you with the tank.
Well.
Oh wait.
Here we go. There's one thing I know how to do.
It's
drive
a
vehicles
tank
in this game.
Oh my God, no! This one's hard too. The tank is actually more complicated. Oh, I got 2 guns.
If I was the army, I'd be like, let's just make sure that the tank is easy to drive.
That's true. You'd think that would make sense, but that's not really what they do. All right, onward. This is so much easier.
There's some, dumb people in the military. You want to idiot-proof them. They can't take all geniuses. You want to make sure an idiot can drive.
Absolutely. But I've been inside a tank. Have you ever been inside a tank?
Not a functional one. Like an old. It was like this is what they drove in World War II.
I've rode around a yard in one.
Oh, what were the circumstances?
On a military base. On a military base. When we would visit those military bases, part of what they did is like the different units basically got a chance to like show off their shit to us, like whatever it is they do in the military.
I'm in the garage and see my car.
Yes. Kind of and so they would like we would get into all sorts of different vehicles and like have them explain them to us, and like it was actually really cool. And yeah, there's a picture of me, maybe even video of me in it while it's on, but there's at least pictures of me with like a big tank helmet on my head and like peeking out of a tank.
Gotta wear the helmet.
It's not comfortable at all. They're incredibly cramped. They're all metal. Like, it is the most uncomfortable. Yeah. And they have to spend like hours and hours and hours in it. And I'm like, why would they not make this the most comfortable thing ever?
With all the money.
Yeah.
They have the money to do it.
I really did. I genuinely asked that, and they didn't really have an answer because I'm like, why? Like, wouldn't it make so much more sense? Like,
the answer is it's too late now, and we're too lazy.
But I'm like, I said, whatever. The seat. I'm like, it's all metal in pieces. You could just pop something in, like, literally, you could like it would be so easy.
No.
And it's just literally one of the most uncomfortable vehicles I've ever been in. But they are neat.
Sure.
Like they're so huge, and you realize like what a crazy vehicle it actually is, and then like they're big. It's just they are like a wild vehicle.
I've just never, ever, ever in my life been interested or impressed by any sort of motor vehicle.
Right. I do understand that. I do not have like, oh my God, you could show me like whatever those like $1 million cars are, like those sports cars, and I could be like, I couldn't tell you like I don't even really like the way they look. I just ran into you. Sorry.
Okay. Men will show me their cars on their phones, and I go, I don't know what the proper response is.
I know. Like
it's just not like genetically inside me. There's like a car gene. My grandfather, I used to read them when I would be at his house in the summer. He's a big loves BMW, loves Mercedes, but really like of the culture of it, of owning one. Remember how we were talking about how the Jeep people have a fucking wave?
Yes, I'm aware. I used to be a Jeep person.
Oh, yes. My apologies.
Yeah.
Well, he has I think it was the BMW magazine, And you know how much you're overpaying for a car when they also put out a magazine.
Yeah.
But I would always read it in the bathroom. And there used to be this guy, it was my favorite. He, in the back of them, they would have all ads for accessories and accoutrements.
Yeah.
And this one guy patented the radar detector.
Yes.
And and his face was, I'll never forget his face. He had glasses, but he had this odd, like, piggish nose, and I just loved him. He was like, he probably thought he was the coolest guy, like, I invented the radar scanner. And then it's all quotes from BMW owners about how fast they can go now. Fuck, and it was like,
ridiculous.
You guys have that problem? Like, our highway's not fast enough for you. Like, Jesus, like the weirdest people.
Whoops, sorry.
Oh,
I used to drive a BMW, by the way, and it was actually really a very quality vehicle.
I understand that they're nice cars.
And well, it lasted like 350,000 miles on it, and could have gotten more out of it, like seriously so much more out of it, if I hadn't been rear-ended by a semi-truck.
Oh wow.
And it like ripped off the back end of it and basically totaled it, but it ran for so many years, had so many miles, and I mean I drove it across the country, like it was so, and it was a stick shift.
Oh my god.
And
That's another thing I can't do.
I drove that in LA. So I don't know if you know like anything about driving a stick shift, but you know, you have to use.
It's not something I should even attempt.
It's not that hard. It just takes practice. It's really not that hard. But why aren't you in your tank?
I lost it.
Really?
Yeah, it died on me.
We gotta kill this other tower.
Yeah.
You have to use your left foot, and so you're constantly having to like lift up your leg, your foot to hit this other clutch. And the clutch is not like, you know, you have to press it with control, like, because you don't always, you know, it's kind of it hovers sometimes in an in-between state, so you have to have control over it and keep engaged, and it wears out your leg. And when you have to constantly be speeding up and slowing down, like coming to a stop and like doing what you do in traffic, like I remember like cramping so badly because we would go train all day long, and then I would have to drive a 6-shift home in LA traffic and like want to die and like be dehydrated.
We did back when I used to audition for fucking commercials, which is a whole other soul-sucking story. when you go, you know, there's different things, and the rule of thumb is if they ask you if you can do anything, you say yes just to get the job. And then if you get the job, you figure out how to do it.
Right.
But, and I don't know what the fuck it was for. Some car shit. And they had us line up, and they're like, you know, can you drive stick? And it's like, yes. And they got to me, and I was like, no, absolutely not. And this guy afterwards that I auditioned with was like, what are you doing? Why would you say? I was like, you don't understand.
Like,
I don't even want to learn. Like, no. Like that, and I hate when people do that, because you know it's a lot. Like,
I agree.
It's so stupid. Even with, like,
give me a call.
Fucking horseback riding. If you've been on a horse once, people will put it on their resume. I'm like, this shit will kill you. What is wrong with you?
It's no joke.
How desperate are you? Secret ammo has been found. Wow.
What'd you get?
I don't know.
Oh, by the way we find each other is if you look up by my name in the top right.
Yes, I just figured that out.
The arrow.
Yep. And it's so much easier.
Yeah.
I can't believe that we're almost done this game. And half of the time it's been us getting lost and me yelling at you. This is for, I think they do this for, speaking of horses, they do that for horses and cars to trap them, you see. Mm-hmm. You see?
I see it. I think we go this way. New side objective. Let's go do the side objective. Because remember, I was like, oh, let's just finish the level. It was so horrible.
Lagging. Yeah, this is the director's cut now.
This is so much better.
To tell everyone the two wonderful Orson Welles videos I showed you.
Which ones? The most recent ones?
Yeah,
I think it's this one. The most recent. unless I'm mistaken, that you showed me was the Orson Welles magic show.
Correct.
And the oh my God, he was it Caesar's Palace?
Correct.
The Caesar's Palace gaming guide to gaming with Orson Welles.
Yeah.
Am I correct? Is that not what it was
Correct.
called or something?
Yeah.
Those were absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And you had never seen those either. Those were new for you, correct?
Yeah, I had known they had existed. I've seen clips of the magic show, but just really sit down and watch them was a treat.
I highly recommend them.
And also, we watched the entire gaming video from start to finish.
Yeah, it was like 35 minutes or so, I think.
And a guide in the most confusing way possible.
Yeah, I still don't understand how to play any of those casino games. And
So
I do
he
not.
was at the casino, and he is so enormous at this point that at no point is he freestanding.
I know.
He's either
It's
leaning
true.
on the back of someone's chair or on the table.
That poor
And-
woman. Oh no, a big scary thing. Come in here.
Okay.
Careful.
Well.
There we go. Thank you.
So yes, he would hold his cigar.
His cigar was basically falling in that poor woman's hair. And just explain how to play Baccarat.
But in the most confusing way possible.
Well, they're confusing. I've always thought that about casino games. What was the other one he was that I'm like, I've had people try to explain to me how to play that multiple
Keno?
times. No, that one was funny though. I thought I understood how to play Keno, and then he explained it, and then I was confused again.
Even 21, which I have played before,
Oh Jesus!
and should be straightforward.
No, it was confusing.
And it's also the way he like rifles off the information.
Craps, wasn't it? Craps, one of them.
Yes.
And it was incredibly confusing. I'm like, there's no sense to any of that. You just have to memorize this, like, these insanely odd and weird rules that make zero
And
sense.
I think what made it even more difficult and more condescending is that he would look at the camera and go, "It's simple, really."
Yes. So many times. He said it so many times I kept repeating it, like, oh my God, it's simple.
And every time he said baccarat, it sounded like it was like a partial burp.
Yes.
Baccarat. Oh, fuck.
You died.
No, I fell off this. I tried to go up those stairs and I fell because there's an open.
I know, I got him.
Please be careful. It's open there. Please hold on to the railing.
Big boy.
But I think
I'm dead.
you died?
Yeah.
Oh,
But I think
you
he's
did
dead.
enjoy his magic show.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that really about Orson Welles. I think I'd heard someone say like the man was a magician, but I didn't really like. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought that meant like Shayna, like
Well,
is
but
a magician.
kind of.
But Shayna's never done a show.
No, but I mean, he was into it. Wasn't, you know what I mean?
Yes, but he
The
literally
same way
had
that
it was a
she is.
huge show, and like they record. There was like a like a movie, like a film. Like they were filming that.
Well,
in
no.
a studio.
And then he was given money to do that.
Whoa! I just fell down the pipe.
Yep, me too. Back for blood.
Whee!
And
Yep.
yes, it was either a pilot or a movie or something that remained unfinished because doesn't fully make sense. And there's some parts where there's just no audio. And it's confusing.
The when he was like it was like story time of the other magician, and he wore the giant turban. What was his name?
Yeah. Oh God. I can't remember.
And it was like that. It was like the most amazing thing. I wish I had seen that when I was a kid. I think I'd be even more obsessed with it because it's so
it is
the way
so
he
bizarre.
looks is just so crazy.
Those Russian architects, man. They sure put things in weird places.
And then who is the what is her name?
Oh,
I'll think of it by the end of this video. The the woman who tries to shoot him.
Oh,
Angie
yeah.
Dickinson. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Angie Dickinson. I mean, it's so bizarre. The whole thing. I mean, but also a precursor to like. Do you remember in the late '90s, early 2000s, like there was a real call for some reason for like TV magic?
Sort of, yeah. I mean, I remember like all the street magicians getting really popular with like.
Well, between and Copperfield did big shit.
And
on
that,
Fox.
yes, David Copperfield was legit. What was the other guy? There was another one too.
To make the Empire State Building disappear. There was
Yeah,
like a big
yeah.
magic event, and they did like they had that whole Fox production company of like magic secrets revealed.
Yeah.
And then they did a wrestling version, which is like the best
Hilarious.
ever. And I'm dead.
Oh no.
And then they did David Blaine
Yes.
and Chris Angel.
Yes.
And Chris Angel had a partnership with the company we used to work with. And it was really, really weird.
Oh. One of the times I finally died. One of the times that Chris Angel was doing a trick that involved him like levitating or something at the top of the Luxor, the pyramid or whatever. I was in Vegas for that, like across the street from that. And
not for that. And then you just look out your window and this man's standing there.
he's just that. Yes, it was like you could see it so ridiculously clearly, and it was just this like, it was really weird.
And you're just like, are we okay with this?
yeah. It was just, I'm like, well,
Is
yeah.
no one gonna help this guy?
No. It was
I think
ridiculous.
we gotta open this. Oh. Well. You know, my grandmother got me a magician for my birthday once. I was very, very young. Like, I don't know, 5. And he came to her house in Queens, and his name was Tony Correo.
Wow.
He invited all the neighborhood kids, and he was such a classic magician. Tuxedo, grab it out of the hat, the whole, whatever.
Amazing.
It was fantastic. I looked him up years later, and of course he was very, very dead.
Oh, no.
Well, it wasn't an accident. He was old when I was a kid.
Well, that's...
And then...
we found some.
I was up...
Uh-oh. These bastards, phone buddies. Sorry, continue.
I was vacationing in somewhat northern Michigan. There's like a little beach area there.
Yes.
And we had nothing to do. I was supposed to go to a wedding, and the wedding got canceled.
Oh.
And we turned it into a trip. So I have no fucking weapons. So I had a day with nothing to do, so I'm looking at like the local, guide. And there was 2 options. There was stand-up, much like probably that you have gone to in Orlando, that kind of thing. And there was a magician. And I thought, I'm dead again.
Oh my god.
And the magician had been doing it said, for like, I don't know, 20 years or 30 years. And I thought, you know what? You could be doing comedy for 30 years and still be horrible.
Absolutely.
There's no way you would be doing magician for that long and be bad.
Right.
So I decided this is where we should go. And it was like me and like 10 other people. And it was in this little church. They had a little stage. And it was just this magician and a guy behind him banging a gong. And he was good. It was so small, but it was so good. He was so fantastic. I was just in love. And I was even more in love that like no one was there. And I was like, it's fantastic. I've since forgotten his name. But I did actually... I found he doesn't have a website, he's old, but I did find his email, and I emailed him.
You emailed him?
I emailed the magician to tell him he was good.
Oh.
Because, listen, look at all the comments I read, and if I enjoy something, it would behoove me to tell the person.
That's true. People should do that. People should do that more. Too often.
Yes. Everyone should
think the
email
nice
this
thing.
one magician.
Well, no. But they think the nice thing.
Yes.
But they will often say the not nice thing.
Yes, I fucking think the nice thing all the time. And I guess it just comes down to me being lazy? I don't know.
No, you emailed him.
I will like daydream of calling people and not call them and go, that was good.
Was like good enough.
Yeah, you gonna hit the button?
I hit it. Button is hit. We going. Uh-oh.
You know what we should play? I guess I gotta figure out how to record it on my end. Path of the Warrior.
Yes, it's very easy to record internally with the quest. It records gameplay and audio, like your voice.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Well.
Yep, it's very easy. I can show you. And then, yes, we should do that. We should do more VR stuff together.
We have not done VR since Dreadhole.
No, we did. It was Path of the Warrior last. Oh, jeez.
No, I mean a video.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and exactly. VR was one of the first things that we did do. Because I was like, you gotta play this. It's a scary game.
You were an early adopter.
I actually really was.
You were very much like, this is the wave of the future.
I said it. I literally said exactly that, yes. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know how we have so little of everything. Very upsetting.
Bullshit.
No ammo. What is going on?
We're just not finding as much, I don't think.
Horrible.
Also, this is still just that side mission.
Oh, that's why. They're like, fuck you guys. Should have skipped it.
No, that we needed.
Well.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, coming very soon is the Ninja Turtles game.
Coming June 16th, I believe.
June, yes, this month.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Is that next week?
Maybe.
Okay, we gotta hurry up and finish Sam.
Are you going to play The Quarry?
I don't know, maybe. I would rather watch you play it.
Well, I don't think there's too much playing going on.
There's, you know, like you pick decisions.
Yeah.
It's a decision-making game.
Well, that went down pretty fast.
I think those games should be free for the people playing with you. Like, because people aren't going to pay full price to play together. But if it was free, they would play it, and that would mean more people were playing it, period, which is good. And those people aren't going to pay full price anyway.
Maybe they don't want people to play it. Maybe they just want the money.
But they would still get the same amount of money.
What?
They would still get the same amount of money because the people that would be playing it for free would not be buying it anyway because somebody that wants it will pay full price for it. They will pay it. But
Unless people love the game and then they're like, you have to get it.
No, because you would get more people overall to play it, to actually just play it, if it was free for your friends to play.
You really think sharing Netflix passwords has led to an increase in subscriptions?
No, but there are family plans for exactly that. In basically every subscription service.
But you don't
yes.
You don't think those people, at least some of those people, would have purchased their own Netflix subscription?
Maybe a small percentage, but I think that the people who those people wouldn't buy it anyway.
Here. I don't know what's going on here.
There are people that it's not working.
Yeah, we gotta.
Oh, here.
Oh my god.
What
this is like this is a brand new game.
Yeah. Wow. This is a side mission?
Always pays to do the side mission on Sam.
I agree. That's why I said we should do it. We just didn't last time because you were having a meltdown.
Fragged out.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare.
I just walked into it. Oh my god. We gotta find something.
This bowl?
Huh?
Oh, I just walked right
Ice.
into the
Yeah,
bowl?
yeah. We got ice monsters. Hurry up.
Oh my God, they're beautiful.
They are amazing.
Look at these.
Shoot him in the
And
eye.
they throw chunks of ice, and we have
Whoa.
ice rockets.
What? Ice rockets.
I have an ice rocket launcher. Don't you?
Oh, did I? How did I not get that?
Mine's blue for some reason.
I didn't get that.
Oh, this is tremendous. This is the best. Fucking houses and
Yep.
ice clouds.
This has been the best level so far. Big time.
Yeah, now I feel like this is like a full game. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
You're just like, okay. Ah, these things are gorgeous.
There's enough
I'm gonna look
variety
them
in the
up
levels.
after.
Yeah.
You ever fall in love with like a monster? Like on Resident Evil, I love just like looking up sometimes. There'll be like
Yeah.
a supercut of all the monsters.
Yeah. Yeah, like certain RPGs and stuff. Yes. Like some of the enemies.
Yeah. And they have little asses.
They do, it's hilarious. Oh, there one. Oh, did he just fall? He just ate shit.
Well, because it's ice.
I mean, but he's an ice clops. I mean, I would think he could handle it, you know?
It's not a skate clops.
No, but oh boy. Oh boy. I need health.
Hail.
Heal. Oh boy. Whoop.
There we go. They're almost done. Hang in there.
Whoa! Dude, stop that.
Almost done. They don't really distinguish which one is which.
No, they look exactly the same. Ooh.
Now I'm out of.
Are you? Where are you? I feel like these things are like up my ass.
I'm on the other end. You're way too close to them. I'm doing long. Okay, that one's dead.
One.
Here we go. Get more ammo here. You gotta duck and dodge. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to hide behind that rock.
Do you think Shayna ever played with that magic kit I got her for her birthday?
Yes, 100%.
Oh,
The bigger they are,
I'm pretty
Ain't
sure
get
I
any-
saw her.
the bigger they fall.
great, good.
I'm pretty sure I told you that.
I mean, that seems like a person who would think nice things and then just not do them.
Or say them, verbalize
Yeah.
them. Yeah,
I love this
100%.
magic kit. RJ's a great person, and then she just goes to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was like a TV magic. It was like over 100 tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, she was saying they're like, some of them are whatever, but some of them are really
Are you
good.
back?
What? No.
You gotta
I was,
go to the middle again.
I was looting.
Oh, I looted. And then you
Ah,
gotta go
there-
to the middle again.
I'm coming. I'll just loot.
Wheel.
Just let me loot. Oh, what's this?
Oh, wheel.
Come on.
You see it?
Where? Oh, wait. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
We gotta go this way.
Yeah, I see. You see?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, now the elevator works. Are you in the elevator?
Ah, I'm coming. And I'm here.
Thank you.
Very nice. That felt like a mission.
That felt like a whole game.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Good work. And then
Yeah.
then we still got the rest of the level,
Mm-hmm.
which is outstanding.
We had the house with legs.
Yes, leg house.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like chicken legs, though.
Good old leg house.
And like glowing eyes.
Question.
Hmm?
When in your
I
wrestling
received your
days,
message and the data you attached.
Did you ever have a tag team name or possible tag team names?
I'm sending some of my men to retrieve the manuscript. I know an expert in
No.
Moscow who may be able to translate the
But
Proto-Slavic.
sort of? Like,
Keep
you know,
digging,
what was
and remember,
already
because of the potential
pre-installed.
sensitivity of this information, the entire
Right.
operation has been
But I mean,
classified top
you didn't have a
secret.
name of like you and
You are to
Marino.
communicate
Oh,
about
maybe
your
we could call
findings
ourselves
with no
this.
one except
no,
myself.
because we had a name,
Understood?
Right.
and the option of calling ourselves something different wasn't even really there.
Right.
So I didn't really ever consider it. It was kind of just, you know,
That's a shame.
not that there's anything wrong
I feel
with
like
that.
you were. No, there is something wrong with that. I feel like you were robbed of that blank
Oh.
canvas.
Absolutely, yes. I actually said I have lamented that was not something I really got to do because it really wasn't. Ah,
Because I had often thought there was a certain point where you had to accept that if you did get signed, you had to change your name.
right. And mine was, if you get signed, you absolutely 100% have to be
Right.
what your name is.
So I had a few on the back burner.
Oh yes, and for
Yeah.
for
Like,
yourself.
let me have. Yeah, because I feel like they spring it on you last minute, and if you're not ready, you know. So I had toyed with the idea of. Well, it depends if I was a little more of a lounge singing, you know, type character. Like older me was when I had these names. Buddy Moon.
What?
Yeah, Buddy Moon sounded like a lounge act to me. And I thought that was nice. Jerry Lewis was Buddy Love in The Nutty Professor and that kind of thing. And I also loved the name Babe
Yes.
because Laurel and Hardy's nickname in real life was Babe. And then like Babe Ruth. And I always just thought it was interesting that men used to be called Babe as a nickname.
Yes, it is.
And I was great. So I had that name in my head. And also, Paul Rubens. Did you ever see Blow?
No, I don't think so.
Hey, you! Stop! One more step, and then
He played a character
Easy,
named
dude.
Derek
Easy.
For Real. And the last name was For Real. And I thought, well, that's nice.
My name's Sam
So,
Stowe. I'm looking
these
for
are
some
a
guy
few of
called
the names.
Let Off.
Those are good names. Babe is really good. I really like that
Babe
one.
is great. I mean, it would have to be Babe something, but
Down, you idiot! My friend, I am so glad you are with us. Sorry about Ivan, he's a slow learner, you know.
No worries.
So, let me introduce myself again.
is this guy wearing
this-
a wig?
Igor Ledov,
Maybe.
and This
Is this
my
the end of the
valiant
level?
partisan squad. Natasha,
No.
Vlad,
Because I think we have to fight with them.
That's what I thought.
we are your big
I'll tell you something though, I was not able to see any of this at all previously.
Oh, I'm
That's
flattered.
sad.
Nice
Yeah.
to meet you guys.
I'm sad that you had to go through the whole level
Open
like
the
that.
gates.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt me a lot. It was a rough time.
So,
It was a
what's
hard
the
time.
plan?
But you made it through it.
There is a train depot at the end of the street.
Yeah, I
We
guess.
saw a
I think you
locomotive
decided
and
that
wagons
this
over
is
there.
it's
I'm
unairable.
sure
It
we can
is.
run that
It was.
thing and
This
use
is so
the
much
train
better.
to move to the
Everything
nearest
about
town
this
called
recording is
Tushino.
so much
You'll
better.
be able to get to
It was the right
Tunguska from
choice.
there much easier.
Yes.
But we have to assemble the train, and there are too many enemies out there. We have to
I hate
fight
when people
for the
say-
depot.
Oh, here, I thought it'd
This
be
just
something
sounds very
difficult.
pompous,
Let's
but
roll.
whatever. When I do an episode of Hey EW or I put out something funny, people will say RJ is a national treasure, and then they'll say, and they say this about other
that
people
even
too,
a
and it's
question?
irritating. They'll say we have to protect him at all costs. You know when people say that,
Yes.
and it's so shitty because nobody fucking does anything. No one does one fucking thing differently. Nothing.
Yes. I mean,
So you-
but they're
No,
at
buy a
least
shirt.
saying a
Look at-
nice thing.
It's not a. You know why it's not a nice thing? Because
No
it's
way.
too nice.
This
No,
toy
I mean,
looks great.
listen, but what is the alternative? We need to encourage
I
the
love
nice
this episode.
behavior.
Yeah, but this is it nice behavior if it's so
Needs-
out there and exaggerated that it's meaningless?
I'm not saying it's good, but I I don't think it's as damaging as bad. Therefore, a better alternative.
I just see people and they go, "Oh, we must protect RJ at all costs." And I look at that, click at their profile, and I go, "You're not gonna do a fucking
Maybe
thing."
what they mean is if someone tries to talk shit, they would defend you.
But then people talk shit about me. I don't see these people jumping in.
I see all kinds of people defending you. Oh my god. Like, people will comment on a YouTube video and say something mean, and people will respond to them, like, with the, you know, whatever. Well, you're here watching and leaving comments, or whatever they say.
And that's
all
them
the time.
protecting. These are all
Maybe
costs?
maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying
It's like the lowest cost possible.
I think you're being a little ungrateful, and you need to rethink your stance on this.
I'm challenging the language here.
I think you need to
people
check
like it.
yourself and reassess.
If people just said that was really funny, I love watching it, I would say thank you.
Sure,
But
I'm saying.
they treat me like I'm the queen.
But it's not either or. They're not saying that instead of that. They just wouldn't say anything. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Is so you're not losing anything. People still say nice things and do nice things.
I just think
You need to.
and it's
No.
also not just about me. People say this about everyone. You know.
No.
I just think we could tone down the hyperbole.
Sure, but
Very flowery language.
I'd rather have that
Than not, well, sure,
Then
sure. I'd rather have that than have my leg cut off too.
than
but
nastiness. Yeah, well,
sure. But we're at where we're at.
I think you're being.
You can't always pick a thing that's worse.
No, but
That's another
as
thing
an
these
alternative,
people do. Yeah.
you know. That's why I think I wouldn't want to complain about the way that it is, because it could be some other way, and that is not preferable.
I would rather get those comments than have to light my own face on fire.
Right. So yeah. So what?
I mean,
like
that's another statement I don't understand the point of.
what?
Well,
Someone
no,
told you
no
to
one
light
is
your own
saying-
face on fire?
Well, no, I mean to say I would rather this than, and you just make up a bad thing.
Well, but you're saying to say something else, but I'm saying if you say something else, then there's a chance that it could be something. So what you're getting is actually not that bad. It's like not really harmful,
I'm still here.
and you don't have to see it as like the greatest thing ever, even if that's what they would like.
Treat it like the worst thing.
But it's nice. I would say it's a nice thing.
I was just challenging the meaning behind the language. I feel like when people do the just be happy you're alive stuff, it like takes away the right to complain. It's like, why can't I complain about this?
It means different things for different people.
Sure.
There isn't actually one definition that you could give it. So, as it is not actively harmful,
Yeah.
I propose that it's not such a bad thing to get tweeted at you.
Did I say it was a bad thing? Was I like, oh, I can't go on today?
You were.
I'm making conversation in the middle of a game. It's something that has irked me in the past. Certainly not the end of my world or my day. And then, you know, you got to turn it into this big do or die scenario.
Maybe
I don't think that's fair.
Maybe I just didn't know how to respond to your complaining.
Yeah, and I think one of the joys of, I think it's a wonderful gift to be able to complain like this.
Wait, but what did you mean when you said you couldn't complain anymore? Because no one said that.
Well, you felt I would rather that than this, and it's like, you're not dealing with my complaint. You're just finding a worse imaginary scenarios and saying, be happy it's not that. And I'm like,
the dealing with the complaint is by saying it's not worth it to worry about it.
well, what if you said my foot hurts, and I said, well, at least you didn't herniate a disc in your back.
Well, if
You'd be like, my foot hurts.
If I fell and like
Seen that coming.
could have herniated a disc, I can absolutely see you being like, yeah, but it could have been so much worse. Like, oh my god, I'm glad it was just your foot.
Yeah, but deal with the... You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you should. No one said not to.
But it's like, my foot hurts.
No one said not to. But why does that hurt? What I guess I'm saying is, why does that hurt your foot that someone would be nice to you?
It's not that they're nice to me. It's this language, the hyperbole.
But for them, it was a gesture, and the intent was to say something nice. That was the intent. So
I didn't say they were trying to be mean. I just
you said to them, you ain't gonna do shit.
Well, cause it's just an
You don't know that.
term.
Maybe they would. I bet if you polled every person that's ever tweeted that at you, I have a feeling that at least some of them
People
would say,
do something?
yes, they would be like 1,000,000%, yes, I guarantee it. So yes,
Well, it's just people say this and then nothing changes.
but maybe it does. Maybe you
It
don't
ju-
know. Maybe you don't
Okay.
know. Maybe you don't know. How do you
I have a
know?
little list of people to protect. that
You
I've
don't
been
know.
added to.
You don't know.
All right.
See,
And I'm leaving this game.
I'm challenging you.
Yeah. I hope your foot's doing better.
No, it's your foot that's hurting.
What?
I thought your foot was hurting.
Oh, well, at least my back isn't hurting.
Yes. What is that noise?
It's an ape? I think it's just a man yelling.
Ah! Got him.
That's what was doing all
Yep.
that?
Yep.
Oh, he was stuck in there?
Yep.
I just want to be able to wave to Jeep people without owning a
Oh
Jeep.
God. I had a Jeep and I hated the wave.
Who told you about the wave?
My brother-in-law, who also had a Jeep.
So he's like, by the way,
Yeah, I rode in the Jeep with him and he's like, yeah, watch this. And then they did it. They all did it.
what's this?
Yeah, they do. They like it. People do the
great
wave.
uncle, I guess he's a great uncle. He was in Hawaii. He had just landed in Hawaii. He was in the car from the airport to the hotel, and it was he didn't realize it. They were at a stoplight, and next to him was a Hell's Angel on a motorcycle. And he's so happy to be in Hawaii. They give you the lei, all this fucking shit. He rolled down the window and did the Hawaiian hand greeting to the guy.
Uh-huh.
And the guy gave him his middle finger and waved it.
What? Why?
It's hard. I can't do it visually. I'm gonna show everyone. And the guy went
Oh
like,
my
and
God.
then the biker went like this. I just remember that.
What does that mean?
Go fuck yourself.
Oh.
The middle finger. You know how you do you know how the Hawaiian, like the hang loose
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Well, he just gave my great uncle the middle finger and waved it like that.
Well, that's not
Yeah,
nice.
it's great. Yeah, but it must be great. I would ride my motorcycle around the tourist area just to do that to people. My point being, you can't really do a handshake if you're not invited. It's got to be done to you first,
Well, yeah, sure.
you know?
I think we need to get away from hand anything.
Well,
Like, we don't need to, we can, like,
don't need to touch.
no, there's really
No.
no need.
No, there's no need to touch.
Like, not to do a polite greeting.
I love, like, and I'm going to say post-pandemic, like, everything's fine now. But people come up to me and go, hey, and then they go, what are we doing? And it's like, what? Don't touch me. Just not. Like, what the fuck? Like, I know you're not a bad person.
I like a nice, like, a nod and even a wave, like a
Yeah.
like
Hello?
a friendly
How are
hello.
you?
Yeah. Ooh, I found a purple thing.
But did you have the thing where, obviously, you know, traditionally speaking, when you get to a wrestling show, you shake people's hands.
Yes.
However, have you had the post-match hug?
No.
Nobody hugged you when you had a match with them?
Not that wasn't. I mean, yes, but like Charlie, Mia.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying people
Like
you worked that you're now hugging just because you wrestled them.
Yeah, I guess occasionally, yes. There were
Happens
people
all the
that
time.
I wouldn't hug that I hugged because of a match. And it's like
And
I wouldn't
you're
normally
on a
hug
hug
you.
basis with them.
Well, but only in that situation.
So many people I've wrestled, obviously it's on a handshake basis. We wrestle, and now all of a sudden, you know, you hug after the match. You do a handshake into the hug, and now that becomes your greeting.
Oh, yeah.
It's just very funny what prompts people to hug.
I was not crazy about it. I mean, listen, I hug. I'm a hugger, but not with everyone, okay?
No, but also I think, you know, you had just been physically intimate with this person.
Well, yeah.
What's a hug at this juncture?
Well, exactly. That's why it's not. That's why it doesn't feel odd.
Yeah.
Once you've like been, like you said, been physical in that level.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I'm in a permanent hug basis, though.
With people you've wrestled.
Yeah, like it maybe like in that moment, but I would say if it went back, you know, time passes and you go to some sort of normal social situation, like I wouldn't necessarily be like, oh, we hug now and we didn't wrestle.
Right.
Oh! They just teleported in. Oh God. Nice. Oh, I'm dead.
I'm also dead. We'll take a small respite.
Yes, that's fine. No problem. Everything's safe, hon.
If I am going to have a disgusting amount of Japanese food.
Well, that's exciting. Something to look forward to.
Yes, you've seen me.
I have.
You've seen what I ordered. Mm-hmm. The boat and the woman's are so impressed.
Mm-hmm. It is quite impressive, actually. It's a tremendous amount of food.
I'm also dead again.
Yeah, it's me too. I was respawning. Oh! Oh, I'm dead again.
I say after this we play a simple game of Baccarat.
If you have any questions.
It's very simple, you see.
Yes. Just ask your dealer.
And when you turn over the cards, if it's more than 10, then you add them together, and it's the last digit of the total sum. You see? You're like, fucking what? Like, every game, you try really hard to pay attention to him explaining the rules, and then at some point in the middle, you're just like, fucking what?
Yeah, the
every time.
The one that messed me up was like, it was the last number on the card, but not like the whole number, like the digit, like the number furthest to the right. And I'm like, what? Like, that's so confusing. Why?
So 6 and 3, all right, it would be like, so 6 and 5 is 11 and 1. You're like, what? And then, can you imagine, like, it's the 70s, these guys go into Atlantic City, he's played, like, local slots at home, some cards, poker with his friends, he's done very well, and he's like, honey, we're going to Vegas, we're going to Caesar's Palace, and we're gonna do this, like, I've been, you know, I can fucking handle this. Has all the money he's saved up, the gambling money, and then gets the hotel, loves Orson Welles, thinks this is a good omen, you know?
Yeah.
Puts this on, and then it's just crushed.
Well,
it's just like, there's no way we can play any of these games.
No, I would be like, yeah, exactly. And he did be like, just ask your dealer. It's no, you know.
I'm like so less confident playing poker after watching that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that I was an ace poker player, but like I can play.
But
I don't have problems playing.
No, that made me feel like I literally don't know anything about casino games.
Although once I was taken by David to a low-key poker game in LA. There's a famous, I think he used to be a sports agent, a music producer, and now whatever, old guy, so he's got plays these games. And it's right. And he, let me tell you who was at this table. Tony Shalhoub.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Dan Loria.
Okay.
Who was the father in the Wonder Years.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And a couple other people who I know, but I can't explain to you right now. And Robert Wool.
I don't know who that is.
Robert Wool was a policeman in Tim Burton's Batman. He was in...
Maybe if I saw him, I would know who he was.
A bunch of good stuff. So anyway, the version of poker they played is so advanced and so fast. And they're all, like, hardened poker players.
Yes.
I did not play. I sat and watched because I was like, "The fuck is this?" And David just, I think it warped his brain. It was way too fast.
Yeah. I'm not very good at it.
Weird rules. It was shit like I had never heard before. Oh, let me move the crates. Allow me.
Okay. Yeah, sure, go for it.
Ma'am, may I?
Yes,
assist
you may.
Moving the crates?
You may. Move the crates. I'm just looting. My brother is very, very, very good at poker. Like, could have done it professionally.
But
got a really good job. And
right.
It's just like, it's a choice. That's a decision to like go a certain way.
Yeah.
But he competed in several tournaments that he won. And like took it very seriously for many years. Yes.
How do I?
You gotta move it, over like to the. Well, more than that, because it's gotta go. I don't know if it'll be cleared. Like left. Ooh, I want that ladder or that thing. Don't squish me. Yeah. How do I get up there? Oh wait, I know. Hey-ya! Oh, come on.
Maybe I can.
Hey-ya!
Look.
Hey-ya! Bring it over here.
It's gonna fall off.
Gimme. Yeah!
Yeah, it fell. Look
Good
at that
job.
fucking teamwork.
I love it. That was brilliant.
Thank you.
Alright, I got one more.
I can just do this. There was a game that my friend got me when we were kids. Like, when like you're, I don't know, in grade school and it's like the parents have to buy the birthday present for the other kids and you're like, I don't know what the fuck to get them.
Right.
And I had an N64 and she was probably just like, there's probably a game on sale and she was like, let's buy this game.
You guys are well organized.
It was called Blast Core.
Yes, I believe I know this game.
Oh my god, it's like the worst game I've ever played.
I used to work at a GameStop.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
And I was obsessed with like how bad it is.
Right.
It's all about construction, but robots, space. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm dead.
Sometimes games have a really good idea, but the execution is really poor. That's more often. Like, sometimes an idea of a game is really good. Like, really good.
It's outside the scope of, like, what's playable.
Well, or some people just aren't good at it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't do it right.
You don't think I could play Blast Core? I'm dead again.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, we did it.
Good work.
Thank you.
Riding the gun again.
I love that. Here we go.
Crap, this is too much, Sam, even for you. Jump on the train, quick.
Oh my god, we gotta fight.
Run from a fight?
Never.
Lord.
That's not gonna
I
happen,
love this
pal.
like jazz music.
Yeah, me too. Oh yeah, this thing, this crazy thing.
Watch.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm dead.
Oh my god.
I'm back.
I'm dead.
Oh boy. Oh my god. Yep, they got me.
Hold on.
Almost.
Well,
I'm back. Whoa.
you just have to pick one monster and stick with it.
Whoa, whoa. Oh
You
god.
know? You can't go all over the place.
No, no. Oh man. Oh my god. Those big bastards are killing me.
The ones with the horns?
Yeah.
Why do you get so close to them?
I'm trying to run. I'm just running.
I also have no idea how to kill these metal sky snakes. And I'm dead. I made a good dent.
Whoa. Where are you? Or where? There he is. No way.
Oh my god.
I
Has
did
the
that.
weather changed?
I did that.
What?
I did that. I did that.
You have a weather controller?
Yeah, like a gadget. I don't know. I threw it.
Oh my god.
There it is. Yep. Look at look at that. The gadget
Jump on the
works.
train
This
and
three
leave.
books, fellas.
He's crazy best.
We did it. I still can't help but want to loot.
I know. You just want to like clean the house.
Mm-hmm.
I think now I get all that serious talk.
All right.
What a level. Oh my god. That was incredible.
What a journey! And there's a nice train scene. What is this? The Gambler?
Hey, Americanus. Hey, dude, listen. If there's some problem, let's wash out our stress together.
That's
Aw.
it. That's so nice.
Well, that was very sweet.
Well, that
Very
was
endearing.
just a great level. Well done.
And moreover, the game is smooth, and I think we're working quite well as a team, and we're gonna need it because it seems to only get tougher from here. Tougher, or perhaps even more.
Serious. Sam?
That's fine. I'll take it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.